Hello everyone, my name is Chance Brunton and welcome back to StarCraft II. Last time we got wiped out by a cannon rush that teched into Dark Templars, which was quite interesting to see. And now, this time, we're going to continue playing as random. We're going to search for a ranked game and see what Nuffle has prepared for us. It is going to be Death Aura Ladder Edition, and we are going to be playing against another random player. So we have no idea who we're up against. We are Terran again, which is quite interesting. So this time we have one ramp, which is definitively the entrance to our base. That is good to know. Oh, and we need to build our supply depot a little earlier. So now is a good time to build the supply depot. How long does a supply depot take to finish? It takes 21 seconds, and it takes 12 to build an SCV. So you can build 2 SCVs in the time it takes to build the supply depot. So actually, this is pretty close to timed correctly. And then hopefully once the supply depot finishes, we can immediately start a barracks.
You're out of the plan.
Alright, we were supply blocked just briefly, so a little faster on the supply depot would have been good. But I'll take that. That's a little better than last time. So we're going to keep pumping out some SCVs. And then about the time the barracks is finishing, we're going to send an SCV across the map to scout. Not sure when to take gas.
Good job, huh?
Or to expand, for that matter. Let's go ahead and...
What's going on?
We're supply blocked now. Oh no, we can get one more SCV in. Oh no, we're not supply blocked. I'm getting confused between the 15 out of 16 over the command center that says how many people can mine minerals and where supply blocked is. So we're fine. Alright, now is about the time to be sending a scout, and we're going to hotkey him. Oh, I forgot. We got a hotkey, command center on 4, barracks on 5. Let's build our other supply depot. And in fact, we've got minerals to spare, so let's start building a command center. And then, in case the game goes long enough, we're going to shift F1, shift F2, shift F3 on our different bases in order to be able to rapidly access them later on. So this is good. We've got some gas production up. We have a marine coming out. More marines to follow. We've got our wall up. What is the next step? Is the question. We should be always building...
SCVs are getting wrecked.
Okay, he's Terran as well. He's got his wall incomplete. That's good to know. I don't think there's anything else we can learn from that, so let's send the SCV back. We are low on Vespene gas, so let's build the other refinery and start getting more people mining. We've got 4 out of 3 on that refinery, so let's pull somebody off the line. We have enough gas that we could get... Oh, our command center is supplying our barracks, so we're not going to get an attachment there. Let's start working on the factory. Just so we have some more tech options available.
What's going on?
And in fact, I'm really tempted to play this super greedily and get another command center. We've got quite a bit going on. Let's get a reactor first thing. And I guess we can lower a supply depot and stand down here.
Ah, you scared me.
In order to better protect our natural. Now, if I was any good at this game, I would have a build order and some idea of what I want to be doing with this. Instead, I'm just sort of winging it because I don't remember any good build orders. That will be something to look up after the placement matches. But we've got tanks up. Getting a starport is a good idea, just some general flexibility. We can now pump out marines a little faster.
Plenty of rocks.
We do need an orbital, and we need some more SCVs, which is also important. So we kind of need to be saving up for those things now.
Long enough.
I've been neglecting the economy a little bit too much. And so we're a little behind on the income. Now, the problem is that I've got a lot of production buildings which are built, but they're sitting idle because we don't have the resources to be able to use them appropriately yet. Now our army is quite thin at the moment. Can we get a siege tank out? A siege tank would be nice. Yes. And keep the SCVs building. In fact, transfer some SCVs from the main base over to the natural so that we don't get too overcrowded. And then let's build a... What do we build?
so?
I'm not sure. We'll build a reactor on the starport to build more medevacs.
We require more minerals.
How do I have an SCV hotkeyed to my command center hotkey? That's not right at all. Alright, we have a tank up.
This better be.
So now, I think we're fairly well defended. We have a scan. Let's just check what he's doing, because I'm nervous. Normally, you don't want to scan. Does he have his second? Does he have his third? I don't know. I don't feel confident enough to push yet.
Supply depots required.
Oh god! We're supply blocked!
What's
You
going
can't
on?
build there.
You want
Okay,
this?
he's starting to scan us. He did not see the tank. He did see the factory.
Go time.
He might have also seen the Marauder go by. Can we...
Orders?
I wonder if we can put, like, a little pressure on him right now.
Need more supply depots.
Oh, why do we need more supply depots?
Rear with the gear.
Okay, a supply depot finished up. Oh! What's this? He had... Oh god, this is bad. Oh, well, we're going to win this engagement, I guess. Oh, and we're going to cut off some of his reinforcements. Okay, we've just accidentally killed quite a few of his things. That's good. That's good. If we can keep that up, that's good. Why is everything on the wrong hotkeys?
SCV ready.
Do we have stuff? Sure, build a Liberator, whatever.
Queued up, ready to go.
Oh, actually, no, don't build a Liberator. We need medevacs.
SCV ready.
Build more Marauders, more Marines. Let's go ahead and send some of our reinforcements up. I wonder if he's started building on the third yet. That would be very good to know right about now. And then we could probably do with some more production facilities, to be honest. Let's just build a couple more barracks. Oh, engineering base!
Go ahead. SCV ready.
For upgrades.
You're out of supply.
That would be good.
Build more depots.
Okay, he's not on a third yet. Oh no, there's a bunch of stuff here. Are we going to be able to deal with it? Oh, I don't think we are. This is bad. Alright, well, we're going to pull back. He's got some air, I noticed. I didn't see what that was. Vikings? Alright. Oh, dang. I'm just so messed up on all my hotkeys. So we're going to want to just keep building some units. Once we've got... We might want some Vikings to help out
Supply depots required.
once we've got things settled.
That mineral field's gone.
Alright.
Looks like we're going to the lake. You need
All
more
of our
supply depots.
stuff is coming in. We need more supply depots. Oh, there's so much stuff going on,
Additional
and
supply
I just don't know what to do with it all. Alright, well, we're kind of supply blocked, so that limits what we can do. Maybe now that we have some medevacs, maybe we can put some aggression in. I'm worried that we just don't have the vision across the map. We also don't have enough gas, nearly, so we should be building more refineries.
Add-ons done.
You know what? We're not using our scans. We should be using our scans. We are not using our scans. I have totally messed up my hotkeys. Let's just check around what he's doing.
Armed and ready.
Okay, he's got quite a bit of production, but I'm not sure that he's using it adequately.
Want a piece of me, boy?
We might be a little ahead. How does one get stim? Oh yeah. Let's get stim, let's get concussive shells. Those are both important upgrades. Let's make sure that we are actually working on building some other things.
SCV ready.
Just
Not enough
medevacs.
vaccine
Oh,
gas. You're
Vikings
out of
maybe?
supply.
I don't know.
Build more depots.
Yes, I'm trying to build more depots, Diva. Thank you. I'm working on it as best as I can, I swear.
You need more supply depots.
Alright, we need to get more of our units up to the front lines.
Some.
I kind of want to put on some pressure. Oh god!
On you.
Oh god, if he had moved, he could have gotten my tanks out
Roll out.
of
Research
position.
done. That one's been
This
in
is
about
bad.
4 years.
Although, we have more than he does, so I think we'll be okay.
SCV ready.
He did kill the tanks, though. Need more tanks.
Gangway.
And more Marauders and Marines. I think we've got more than he does, though. Kill that SCV. Yes! He left! Okay. He wasn't building enough units. So we had more than he did. He had a lot of production facilities, so I think he might have made the same mistake we did, but worse, of overproducing on the production and not building enough units. Whew. Okay, we have a victory. Let's jump into that replay and figure out exactly why. Because I'm not exactly sure what went wrong there for him. Okay, here in the lower right-hand corner, we have us as the red Terrans. And over in the upper left-hand corner, we have Spike as the blue Terrans. Now, the question is, what went wrong for him here? So he starts sending his SCV out. And he was a little bit later on his SCV than we were. So that's going to cause him to be a little more supply blocked. And it's going to delay his production of buildings a little bit. We'll speed things up a little bit to see how progress comes along. So then he gets his barracks, and so far, it's pretty standard. He's working on his barracks about the same time. We go for, he goes for gas pretty early. He goes for double gas pretty early. So I get one gas just to be on the safe side, and I'm debating when to expand. He just goes double gas straight away. And he puts all his SCVs into them. So he has a lot of gas income. Now our scout is starting to head across the map. And he's building some Marines. We are building some Marines. Army-wise, it's the same, but he went for gas for tech, and then we went for a command center for expand. Now he jumped right on top of a factory. So about the time we're scouting him, his factory is almost completing. So that's at like the 2-minute mark. And we've got half a command center. I think that's about even. Then I go for gas just out of desperation, I think, because I don't know what to do exactly. And he starts just laying on the production, which is what we're going to do in a minute. Although he does go double factory, which is quite interesting. He commits really heavily into the factories. Oh, and then he's switching his factory with his barracks. So he gets a tech lab. He uses the barracks to build the tech lab a bit faster. So he's going mech, right? So our focus was a little more bio-heavy with multiple barracks and a kind of a supporting factory. He's going with multiple factories and just a supporting barracks. He's going strongly mech. And he's also got, the starport just for good measure like we do. Now, why is he lifting the starport off? What does he plan to switch there? Oh, he's just building a factory onto the tech lab. That's interesting. I'm not sure if that was a good idea or not. I mean, he could have been building like a Raven or something in that time. He's got the gas income for it. So now he's mostly going for cyclones at the moment, which I'm not really sure what cyclones are weak to in Terran Rock, Paper, Scissors, but we've got 3 bases. Man, I was very greedy. If he was a little aggressive, he could have done some real damage at this point. Well, now that we got the tank up, though, it's a little easier to defend. Now my scan was in the bad place though. I think I should have scanned to be able to spot the choke point going into the natural and the natural as well. But I was a little bit panicky for the fact that we hadn't seen much of him up to this point. So now he's coming along and he's actually going to look at base when we run into him. So that is nice.
Ready to plunder.
And we catch him a little bit off guard with our stuff there. Now he knows we're coming. So what does he do about it? He's got a couple of things coming out. He's getting double barracks in an engineering bay. This is very interesting. Because he's already built 2 factories, so why is he not, committing to mech? And also, he knows the attack is coming. So why is he not producing out of his existing buildings? He's building new production facilities, but his existing facilities aren't doing anything.
Taking some fire.
That's a very interesting decision, and I'm not sure why. I guess he must have figured that he just doesn't have the right composition, and so he's trying to do a switch. Once he sees that I'm going bio, maybe he doesn't want to go mech. I'm not actually sure what the right answer to bio versus mech currently is. That, again, is something for some research after I finish the placement matches. So where are we at this point? We've got a good force. Now I'm thinking I need to be a little bit more aggressive. If we look at the supply, we've actually got double his supply in army. We can see our army supply is 41 to his 17 at this point. So me being aggressive is absolutely a good move. I'm just struggling at the moment with executing all the commands to get my troops across the map while continuing to macro behind it. Because keeping up the macro is the single most important thing. Macro wins or loses you most games. And a mistake many beginner players make is to overemphasize their micro early on, when it's just not a good idea. Now, he's building his command center on the low ground. This is also a bad idea. Like, he's building that command center in a place where it is extremely exposed, so when my attack eventually does come up here, and I do manage to successfully push thanks to these reinforcements I had on the way, again, why macro is important, we're able to destroy the SCV, and eventually the command center. If he had been building that back up in his base, it would have been a little bit more protected. If I wasn't fumbling with my fingers trying to get the controls to work, I should have been a little more aggressive a little earlier. I should have been less greedy with the mining. We got lucky and got away with it now. I probably shouldn't have gone for a third quite that fast. That was a little bit greedy. He could have taken advantage of that. So we should slow that down and change our build order a little bit to produce more in the way of troops. What we did do good was we kept producing troops better than he did, and that's ultimately what won us that game. That was the key there, was just keeping the production lines going. If I hadn't had that wave of reinforcements, this game would have dragged out significantly. And I think that's mainly the takeaway. Be slightly less greedy, try to find a way to get the production flowing faster, keep doing that building of units, because that's what wins the games, and don't overproduce production facilities. That was his main mistake there. The golden rule is to always keep things producing. At least as far as I'm aware, that is the right way to go. Obviously, I'm not an expert, but I think all of your buildings should be producing. And that's why, like, you start the game, you just build SCVs. And you build SCVs until you can build SCVs and build something else at the same time. And then you keep building SCVs, and you keep your economy growing. And that at least continues until you hit like 70 SCVs, and you've got 3, maybe 4 bases mining at once. And then you stop building SCVs, and as you approach getting maxed out on supply, then you maybe aren't building things all the time. But until you hit that point, you should have everything continuously producing to have units. And that's tough to do, which is why StarCraft is a hard game, but that is, I think, the main key to victory to take away here. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.